force it.
How about this, guys? He's actually scored more than half their points by himself.
And at some point, guys, you would think that the defense would make an adjustment. They'd throw something else at him because what they're doing right now has not been working.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And stolen by Howard. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Lawson. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 9 points for Lawson.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And Thompson kicks to Bogut, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. Well, one thing about Ty Lawson is he's very good at attacking the defense. Gets inside without a problem and knows how to set up teammates.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Iguodala with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Livingston is running. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Thornton, and that one's good.
Marcus Thornton.
Thornton's got his first bucket in this one.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
And so here is Golden State. Spades dishes to Iguodala. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the backboard.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And it's Beverly missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Tries to save it. Thompson passes to Iguodala. Dishes it to Livingston. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And here's Beverly. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Spates. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Beverly, and it's blocked by Curry. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston... able to keep the ball. And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Out to the right wing. Beverly against Curry. Jones drives in. 4 on the clock. Beverly wide open. Another miss by Houston.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jason Thompson. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Curry against Lawson. Iguodala with the steal. Curry attacking, and he gets it to go. And now just a 2-point Rocket lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Here's Lawson. 12 points for him. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Lawson. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. Curry's got 11 points here in just the second half.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
It's stolen by Lawson. Releases. Decker dishes to Moniunas. Goes back up and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
The feed to Barnes. Curry wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Lawson against Curry. Curry with the steal. And now Iguodala running the floor. All.
Oh, wow.